Hi Gemini and Gemini Rising. Here's your horoscope for November 2024. I'm Astrologer Joseph Anthony. All right, we're towards the end of the year and we just went through eclipse season and a lot of changes are starting to develop. And so this month there is a lot of changes that are occurring for many of you having to do with your work sector and your friendships and relationships. This is going to be a big area that you're going to be focusing on. No surprise, because if you're a Gemini or Gemini Rising, you're used to that. And by the way, if you are a Gemini or Gemini Rising, this reading is for you. It's a general sun sign reading based on the tropical Western astrology using whole house systems. It's a very basic general overview because I don't have everybody's birth chart, and everyone's birth chart and birth date is completely different. So I'm going to give you a little highlight of what I see here. So now your ruler Mercury has been going through Scorpio. And so when it does that, you're investigating everything. You're focused on financial matters. You're trying to work really hard. As you can see here, the sun and the moon are in the 6th house of work and service. So your primary focus has been work and helping others and paying attention to health matters related to either your pets or your clients or whoever they are. Now, by the end of the month, Mercury is going to go retrograde. It's going to be in Sagittarius the whole time, and I will get to that later on in the video. But as we start off the month, we have a new moon in Scorpio highlighting the 6th house of work, service, health, daily routine. So what I see here is either you guys are starting something new with regards to marketing your services and your product, or you're starting a new job, or you're starting a new health routine or a new way of eating, or something psychological in nature is changing here for many of you. And that's what this month really starts off as, because we also have Jupiter that's gone retrograde in your 1st house of identity and self. So now you're beginning to question everything. You're going within yourself and you're questioning, am I doing the right thing? What else do I need to do? I'm not quite sure. Well, the financial stuff is absolutely on the table this month because look at Mars. Mars is opposing Pluto, and they're both in the money houses. The 2nd house and the 8th house both represent financial matters. So there's concern here over financial matters, especially with the new moon in Scorpio. And so that's going to be a little bit concerning for many of us. There's a lot of stuff going on in the news. And I don't know if many of you covered it, but the financial system is teetering, and I'm sure many of you already know that. So it's not something that you're doing per se, it's just the whole economy seems to be slowing down, especially as we go into election season here in the United States. So this month, we also have some good news here. Saturn wakes up this month. It comes out of its retrograde nap and starts moving forward again. So this should help you a little bit more with your business and getting some people in your business or your job, or maybe getting a promotion or something along those lines that could be very important to many of you. Okay, but for the first couple of days, this Mars opposed Pluto is really strong for everybody, but it just happens to be 2nd house to 8th house, and so there's a deep psychological component. Now, the full moon this month is also in the 12th house, and it will be conjunct unpredictable Uranus. So once again, we're seeing things related to financial matters because Taurus is the sign of money. Scorpio is the other sign of money. You see how it works? So when they get triggered, these are the areas that we have to pay attention to. Okay, so let's go in a little deeper here. Mercury enters Sagittarius on the 2nd, right there. Your ruler now enters Sagittarius. Now this works very well for you guys who are Gemini and Gemini Rising, because this is like your mind getting a boost of more energy, or wanting more knowledge, or wanting to express yourself. By all means, continue to do that, because Venus is also in Sagittarius right here. And so this is a very social month where you're going to be reaching out to a lot of people. So if you do own a business, please reach out, market yourself, and get your business moving. This is a time where we have to adjust and be flexible and adapt and do what we can to get things moving, because things seem to be slowing down. Okay, but this is going to help you. Your ruler is in Sagittarius, so the need to drive, to explore, to talk to other people is going to be very high. The downside to Mercury in Sagittarius as a Gemini rising or Gemini sun is you will forget the small details, or you will not be paying attention to the small details. So please slow down when you can to, get the right information coming in. Now, Pluto opposes Mars exactly on the 3rd, and it'll be early in the morning, like 6 o'clock in the morning or something. It'll be exactly opposing. So that morning, and probably the whole day, will be on edge, because this is such a strong alignment, and it's a couple of days right before the election here in the United States. So I'm sure we're going to have some crazy times and some weird stuff going on with the elections. But in your personal life, once again, it has to do with financial matters. It could have something to do with your home. Maybe there's sudden expenses that come up out of nowhere. Maybe you're dealing with a family issue, because Cancer is associated with family, you see? So this is something that you'll need to pay attention to just as we begin the month of November. And this is one of the toughest alignments in astrology, because this could cause conflict, irritation, frustration within ourselves or within other people. So I'm just telling you to give you a heads up, okay? And so let's move on. Mars enters Leo on the 4th. Now this is a much better position for Mars, because now it's in a fire sign like it belongs. Mars is a very fiery get up and go kind of sign, and Leo is a very fiery get up and go kind of sign. Here it is in your 3rd house. So your brain cells and your mind will be really moving forward now, because it's in the 3rd house. You'll be speaking your mind. You'll want to be expressing yourself. You want to be creative. You're in a very creative mindset right now with this Mars going through Leo. And this is going to be for the next 6 weeks. So this is a perfect time to utilize some of that creativity, to get out there and express yourself, to put on presentations if that's what you do, to write and express yourself in some written form, to do videos, whatever is in your chart that gives you that ability to amp that up even more. I would highly suggest it, because it looks really good right after the 4th and on. So take advantage of that, adjust accordingly, so that'll bring it to your advantage. Now on the 11th, Venus goes into Capricorn. Now Venus is about partnerships, but when it enters Capricorn, it's all about business. It's all about getting serious, getting down to the nitty gritty. And it's again in your 8th house. So once again, I'm seeing the theme of relationships, business partnerships, anything to do with financial matters is on the table, you see? And so with Venus going through the 8th, there's also a psychological component. So you might find yourself worrying a little bit more. Don't let that deceive you, okay? Because Venus in Capricorn wants things to be steady. It wants to be organized. It wants to be meticulous. But right now, because of the challenging energies that we have that's transforming everything, it's tricky. So again, you have to adapt. But the benefit of having Venus in the 8th house is that money could come in through hard work, through investment, through opportunities. So don't discount anything, because this could bring in some income if you need it, or taking care of your financial dealings or investments. Now Saturn goes direct in Pisces on the 15th, right here. It's in stationary position. And so now that Saturn's going to be moving forward again, this could help you with your business, because when it goes retrograde, it's kind of holding you down. It's anchoring you. You're going within. You're not quite sure. But Saturn now in this high position, I would highly suggest marketing yourself or your business, whether you want a new job or promotion, you want an increase in your income, or if you do have a business, you need to market, because this is going to help you a lot now with Saturn. But there's more, and I'm going to talk about in a second, because Pluto is also going to enter the 9th house. That's going to help you even more. So, but Saturn moving direct is absolutely beneficial to yourself and your business and your career. Now, at the same time this is going on, here is this surprise full moon in Taurus. It's going to be at 24 degrees of Taurus. And wherever that is in your actual birth chart, that's the area that's going to be lit up. But here it has to do with the 12th house. The 12th house is the spiritual house. It's the doorway to the next realm. It is the letting go of the past. It's limitations. It's in Taurus, which is again financial in nature. It's materialistic in nature, and it's making a lot of surprises, because this Uranus is very unpredictable. And so it's going to be a bit challenging. It's going to be like unexpected expense comes out of nowhere, or unexpected repair, or money could come to you, that somebody owes you. It's very possible. But whatever it is, You're going to have to put the effort in this month, okay? But no pity parties. The 12th house has a tendency to be like really sorry for itself. It's not sure what it's doing, where it's going, you know. Let's have none of that, okay? There's no time for that. This is a time of transformation, and you have to adapt accordingly. Now, Pluto enters Aquarius on the 19th. It enters Aquarius and stays in Aquarius for the next 18 and a half to 19 years. It is not going back into Capricorn. So now with Pluto in another 19 years, let's focus on the next 6 months. You know, I like to focus on 6 months ahead. This is going to help you along with Saturn up in the 9th and 10th house if you promote yourself, if you market yourself. If you're a writer, this is going to be a great time to write and express yourself. If you're a filmmaker, absolutely make your movies, your documentaries, you know, get on social media, whatever it is. This is going to elevate your stature. Why not use it to your advantage? Gemini and Gemini rising folks are great at communicating. So you need to communicate. Pluto is going to revolutionize how you think, how you see things. And the added benefit of Pluto in Aquarius is it's going to give you more visionary ability, okay? And so you might be able to see a year down the road, you know, and then take advantage of it. So take advantage of this Pluto in Aquarius because it's an air sign like yours, and this Saturn in Pisces that's moving direct. Now, the Sun enters Sagittarius on the 21st. This is very big for you guys because it's Sagittarius, your opposite sign. So this is all about socializing, interacting, and enjoying yourself and surrounding yourself with other people. Geminis love to be around other people, and why not? You've got Mars going through your 3rd house. Your sign of communication is also in the 7th house. So everything to do with socializing is very important at this time for you, and it'll happen for the next 30 days or so. So why not take advantage of it? So the Sun is going to bring in more people into your life. Now, last but not least, we have this Mercury retrograde on the 25th. There it is in stationary position. It'll be in the 7th house the whole time. So it's not a big deal. It's not that bad. It just means review, revise, and revisit. And what is it doing? It's revisiting your past with regards to other people. So other people will continue to be coming into your life during this retrograde. They might be important phone calls. They might visit you unexpectedly. You know, all of that is under this umbrella. So it's nothing I think this is going to be an easy Mercury retrograde. It's not a big deal. Okay, so I'm seeing lots of opportunity coming your way, lots of chances to improve your income, but you have to put the effort in, and lots of self-expression this month. Okay, so there's the general overview. But I've started something new this month, folks. I'm going to be doing extended horoscope videos in my private community, the Inner Circle. So if you're interested, I'm going to continue this for another 5 to 7 minutes in my Inner Circle. And if you want to join the Inner Circle, I've left a link down below. And you should consider joining, because not only do I do an extended horoscope videos, I do the weekly astrology overview. I also do the Zoom calls every single week where we could go over your chart if you want. You could ask questions. We interact. You know, it's a lot of information. Also, I have 6 modules on the Inner Circle where you could learn astrology. You know, there's tons of lessons on there, and then you could ask me questions. I also teach out of that course. And so twice a month, I teach astrology. So for those of you that are interested, consider joining. I left the link down below. Okay? Thank you so much, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye for now.